Hey, what's up guys? The second and third best players in the world are both playing this deck. With a cheap 2.4 average elixir cost and multiple 2 elixir win conditions with a whole bunch of 1 cost cycle cards, this deck outpaces every opponent. When you're spamming wall breakers and suspicious bush for 2 elixir that can take the tower, the opponent will have to spend more elixir than you. And because opponents are forced to drop their spells on spear goblins, evolved wall breakers, and suspicious bushes, more times than not, they're not going to immediately react to a smelly evolved Dart Goblin. They'll lose their entire push to its stinky gas. I have the most fun in Clash when I can play fast-paced decks like this because there's a lot more outplays that you can make and there's always action. Let's spam into some games and assert dominance. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any of the daily videos. And lots of Dart Goblin love to everyone that's using creator code SirTag to make the hybrid videos possible. So AR is firing off with the baby dragon and we got to go for the big bush. You guys know the deal. If we have wall breakers here, we do not want to get finessed by this guy. The fact that he has the audacity to go in for a balloon without knowing what he's playing into is wild. We're trying to separate our stuff so then we don't get mauled by a balloon shot and maybe some small spells. Kind of suck if that was the case. Oh, the Dart Goblin's on a tower. That's kind of good. That's kind of gas, my guys. The fact that the wall breakers exploded after tanking as well on the Electro Wizard is nice. And the way that I try to play Clash Royale is I want him to go and concentrate on the suspicious bush first and we sneak past with the spear goblins. Wait, he already raged. You know, that's pretty good. We forced out the small spell that would be on the spear goblins. That's exactly what we want to do. Always fire off the fire spirit. This thing is maximum artillery value because that's 300 damage. That's more than a fireball. The only downside about fire spirit is you need it to connect to the tower. And that's not necessarily very easy to do. A lot of expo players would be like, yo, if only I could connect my fireball to the tower every time for 1 elixir. But they can't do that. They don't have the luck like us. We're going to Spear Goblins and Fire Spirit. I think that we are going to get a lot of Boss Bandit damage, but I don't know if it's going to take tower. I'm trying to keep it alive. I just want to keep... it's not going to stay alive. Staying alive did not work. Anyway, we can go for Evolve Warbreaker's left side because we want to bombard our opponent with that as much as we possibly can, since he is going to take a negative trade with like an Infer Tower there. The definite downside is if you guys ever play against someone with a balloon, the difficulty that you have defending against their stuff is extremely high. We have no building, so all we can use is Dart Goblins and the Ice Spirits all day. I bet you he's going to go in for a Rage here again or drop a Skeleton Army. He's going to Rage, and we can go Spear Goblins, Ice Spirit, chuck a Fire Spirit at him, and then maybe just finesse this because he's definitely in a Skeleton Army in the face of this, and I want to log it so bad. I'm holding the door. All right, screw it, I'm gonna pre-log. No, screw you! You didn't have to do that to me, man. Oh, he's smearing it up. He's flexing on me right now. Wait, this is a whole horde of skeletons. It's a little bit less close than I want it to be, man. Chill. Calm down, my guy. All right, the Dart Goblin is gonna get fireballed, but we are still balling. We didn't take any damage besides death damage. He's dropping another Skeleton Army. This guy's a maniac. He's a certifiable savage, but that is not an average Boss Bandit. That thing is freaking unbelievable. We know he's gonna go for a balloon, so I'm just gonna go and chuck more stuff at him at the bridge. I need to not let my Spear Goblins die. Oh, this is looking really bad. I don't know if I defend this, guys. This is really coming down to the wire. Chill. All right, wait. We got it. Dart Goblin is broken. I love the fact that he raged and he still didn't get through the Dart Goblin and Cannoneer. If you guys are wondering why this deck has Cannoneer, you don't have the firepower to kill balloons or win conditions that you typically would be able to with your Dart Goblin without taking any damage. You gotta have the Cannoneer because you don't have the typical buildings that these cycle decks have to distract opponents, so you need to have higher damage. The double Skeleton Army of Doom got me rolling, but fortunately it didn't kill me. Eclipse, let's go. This guy is gonna have to bleach his eyes after seeing our deck. There's no way around it. I'm a Fire Spirit and Spear Goblins because that's how we go. We do not let our opponent control the flow of the strategies here. I want to go Boss Bandit and then Suspicious Bush, big bush energy out here only. And genuinely, if I can Dart Goblin in the middle to start sniping stuff, that's probably gonna be the most fun. Dude, calm down with the Skeleton Armies, my guys. The fact that we did that amount of damage in the right side is absolutely unreal. And then I think I can just go like Spear Goblins here. The Boss Bandit again. Oh my goodness. Yo, Clash Royale, the 3% nerf was more of a joke than anything. I cannot believe you actually did that. And then maybe they're laughing at us. Maybe Supercell's just sitting there in the corner like,
I just want to play my own Boss Bandits. I don't ever want to let that thing get nerfed because then I lose my rankings.
I wonder if there's ever someone at Supercell that makes the balance changes that like fell in love with the card and just cannot bring themselves to nerf the card. That would be so bad, but it would be understandable in the sight of the boss bandit because, man, anyone with eyes knows that that thing should be dying way faster than it does. Anyway, I'm going to go for a Fire Spirit and Suspicious Bush yet again. I want to get more Suspicious Bush damage to the right side. This time, our prediction with the Skeleton Army should work. I'm feeling it right now, Mr. Krabs. I'm feeling it right now, Mr. Krabs. Or maybe he's not going to. Oh, yes! Get cooked! Wait, no, did we not cook him? Oh, no, we cooked him. We got a little bit of damage. Not that much, but still pretty good amount. I'm going to boss bandit on the other side because, I mean, look at what we got, my guys. He doesn't have P.E.K.K.A. and he doesn't have Skeleton Army, so how is he expecting to defend that? Oh, he just doesn't even care. My guy doesn't even care anymore. He don't even care out here. Oh my goodness. That Dart Goblin is demolishing everything. His life's work was just shut down in his face. Holy heck. Guys, that sequence of plays might have ruined this man's existence, and I can just keep chucking Suspicious Bushes in the middle. If I take 2 towers, this game is completely over. And yeah, we do take 2. So we zeroed this man real fast, and he got left in a blast. Oh, he's going E-barbs at the bridge. This man's a maniac with it. We're just going to pull everything back with the evolved little wall breaker boys, and then we're going to throw down Spear Goblins, and then we just keep pulling. Just keep pulling, just keep pulling. These defenses are extremely fun. A lot of people don't necessarily know how to do it, but Executioners will not kill Ice Spirits unless they're evolved, and you just keep pulling your opponent's units back, so then they don't have enough room. Typically, if you pull your opponent's units closer to your tower, like more so oriented in the middle, if they drop a spell, they will end up having their units already walking towards your tower. So you want to pull them back, so if they spell your defensive kiting units, then their units are going backward, not closer to your tower. Really important to realize that you want to kite units up high when you're using bait cards on defense. Okay, allez le bleu. Well, actually not blue. This guy's just got the name blue, but he's actually red, and hopefully he's going to wind up dead. Let's go. So we're going to spam wall breakers here because Dagger Duchess actually lets one of those connect, and I'm going to throw Spear Goblins at this guy as well. Dude, we are always back to back with the skeleton armies. They never leave. As soon as I put Cannoneer in my deck, the skeleton army just loves me or something. I don't know what's up with that. Have you guys been playing against anyone with Cannoneer recently at all? I mean, I feel like our deck is really the only one playing it at higher levels. And the fact that skeleton army is even at all popular without Skeleton King is baffling to me. We're gonna pop the ability and then go Suspicious Bush on their side and then maybe get like Wall Breaker's Kite. Ideally, not terrible. I mean, the Wall Breaker might get a shot on the right side. Yeah, let's go. Beautiful kite. It worked exactly as intended, but you know, the only downside is I was fist pumping so hard that I wasn't actually paying attention, and then I didn't get my Spear Goblins down fast enough, but I guess I would have got countered by the Skeleton Army anyway. Oh no. Just die, just die. No one loves you, skeletons. All right, cool. They ended up passing a single shot on our tower, one single sword slash from the decomposing bones, but it's not too bad. I can go Boss Bandit here. It's not going to get any damage. It doesn't even sprawl on our... Oh, no, it does. It did hit the Boss Bandit. I guess Cannoneer is just slow like that. Bro definitely is just going to keep dropping knights like crazy. It's fine. I do think this might be a Lumberjack Balloon deck, which would really suck for me, because as you guys saw, we do not have the immediate arsenal equipped to kill his cards, and the dude is just going in. He's going crazy with it. I'm going to get one little Night Slash, but it's still not that bad. Evolve Wallbreakers clean up because he can't necessarily, in good conscience, go for a Skeleton Army because when they explode, they kill the Skeleton Army. So he's just sitting there like, sir, I must take damage. And it's a good time. So Skeleton Army does eventually die here. And it looks like to me that he's going to use Lumberjack, but that's not enough. You got to drop more. No! You're diabolical. You're diabolical. You're a menace. You're a menace to society, my guy. Oh no, this is really gonna hurt. It might even kill my Spear Goblins. Oh, the Stevens are still alive! Okay, let's make a prediction on the Wall Breakers. Skeleton Army? Yeah, let's go! We're clean with it today. Yes, sir. That is a 2 for 3 prediction on the Skeleton Armies 2 games in a row. The first game might not have been it, but we're catching it. We're catching it. You guys are catching these hands. All right, I hope this gets a knight. That's not what we wanted. He is going to definitely counter push and try to kill me. But we can log on the Firecracker, so there's that. Firecracker is not that cracked, my guy. You might want it to be, but it's not. Think. Oh, he's got the moves. He's making moves. He's making big plays for days. It's not going to kill, so he's going to have to log this. I think I can log a skeleton army again, maybe. Damn, dude, why you gotta do that? Why you gotta drop it so late? Why you gotta be a certifiable hater like that, brother, man? Okay, so I'm gonna boss bandit and then ice spirit, and I think that we're okay. It might not be the best possible play, but it's what we're going with today. We're gonna pop the boss bandit ability so we can fight closer to our side and get that glorious dash. If it dashes one more time, oh man, that would've been sick. Just throw down boss bandit. Counters all day whenever we can. Oh, he's gonna log it anyway. All right, wait. What if we just do this and we make him go in for another skeleton army and another prediction? Yo, we are reading your mind, man. Okay. The only downside of this is I think Wizard is going to get a lot of value. Yeah, that kind of sucked. All right, we have to go for another Suspicious Bush soon. Don't know. I don't know if it's going to work for us. Suspicious Bush. It forced a rage, too. It's beautiful. Oh, we deleted a wizard. All right, time to just spam everything at the bridge and pray. It's really the only way. We got to start predicting skeleton armies. You know, I predicted the skeleton army there again, but to be honest, I only hit 2 skeletons with that log. Do we count as a prediction? It was a prediction. I guess partial credit, maybe. You guys let me know in the comment section. It was a prediction for 2 skeletons from a skeleton army. We turned that game into the weirdest Wii bowling minigame that Clash Royale has ever seen. Those skeleton pins got strike down every time. We're so locked against Mr. GGM. It's time to get these last 2 games in a row, guys. I want to win every game I play today. And this deck is awesome because I just jumped into Clash Royale after vending at a card show, and I'm having a great time. It's nice to be able to relax, kick back, and play Clash with fast-paced cards. I hate playing Expo and slow-paced decks because I feel like I'm just like wasting my time. I have ADHD, and I just genuinely cannot ever deal with things that are moving slow. I always have to be multitasking. I'm always thinking a million miles a minute, and I just like having fun that way. So this is the deck that fits my personality best. I'm a certifiable yapper too, as you guys already know from YouTube. Want to just log and then hit the tower? Yes, sir! We take those. You know the downside of this deck that he's playing? It's Giant Graveyard, so it's not necessarily very fun for me with the Cannoneer. This is gonna be spooky with a lot of skeletons everywhere. So we might not be playing against the skeleton army, but you know, the skeleton army is going to be there in spirit. Also, what the hell? This man is just eating out here. He's like 2-for-1 buffet. Let me do damage on both sides. So yeah, I got damage on both sides, and he's just eating again. He's got a Giant Graveyard all in me. I can sense this man. So if I go Suspicious Bush, he's just gonna eat it. I want to go Suspicious Bush on the right, but I feel like that's not enough. I need to take the tower on the left for 2 elixir. It's worth. So, oh my goodness. Oh, he missed the snowball. Truly a Giant Graveyard player of all time. I'm sorry, man. This is what these people do. They will overcommit at all points in time and genuinely have some of the worst mechanics in the game. And the sad thing is, a lot of times since they have so many small spells, you will oftentimes just take terrible amounts of damage into them. I'm gonna go Wall Breakers and then have the Boss Bandit connect, and I think that we're in a winning position. But the thing is, he's got Evolve Witch, he's got Graveyard, and then he's got like 3 spells. So at any point in this time, I could lose. I was just letting you guys know, I don't like overcommitting really hard on the other side when I see a Giant Graveyard, but like a 2 elixir Suspicious Bush is fine, and it has the capability of taking the tower. So we took the tower on the left, and I knew I would take the tower on the left. But if I dropped a Boss Bandit on the other side, I think I would have been cooked. Like right now, I have to Boss Bandit into this because I want to decapitate this giant so that when he goes in for the graveyard, he's not going to be as big of a threat. I'm also going to log here and just try to get a little bit more skeletons dead. I'm going to Ice Spirit off to the side to keep my Dart Goblin alive a little bit longer. This is so bad. I might just lose. I honestly might just lose. I don't know if I can defend this, guys. It's so scary. He did use his arrows. He's going to Giant Graveyard me. I got to get back to a log. I think that might be the play. So I'm definitely going to log this right now. Oh my gosh, Giant Graveyard is so annoying. I swear, these types of decks with Evolve Witch, Giant Graveyard are the lowest skill decks of the game. You actually just drop crap all in and pray that that's the way that you win. As you guys can see with Cannoneer, a lot of times you will lose the tower, but if you're attacking both towers simultaneously and you have a good amount of damage on one lane, you'll play for a 2-1 victory. Always try to go Suspicious Bush other side because it only costs 2 elixir, and if your opponent's all-inning, they're going to lose their tower while you will stop the 3 crown, and you'll probably do a lot of damage to their other tower too. So in situations where you do a 1-1 trade and you've worked away on the other side, you'll be able to scoop up that tower and collect the 2-1 win. Also, the main thing to keep in mind in this deck is if you get your opponent to drop spells on defense, like going in for an arrows or a snowball, and they don't have anything for an evolved Dart Goblin, even if it's 3 elixir, it will melt their entire offensive push. Basically, try to bait out your opponent's spells with your bait cards and win with your evolved Dart Goblin on defense. Okay, it's time to see if we win every game we play. I'm gonna go for a Fire Spirit here and lock in because this last match matters to me. I want to show you guys that battle log of brilliant W's all in a row. That's the way that we like to be, baby. So I'm gonna go Wall Breakers to go and kite the bandit to the other lane. If you guys haven't done that, that's my favorite thing to do because the Cannoneer's firepower is absurd. And also, the biggest benefit of that is cycling a card like Wall Breakers that costs positive elixir trades for us, only 2 for 3, and then it's an evolution too. So there's a lot more on top of that for where that came from. I'm going to Ice Spirit, and then I'm going to get a good log here as well, just to scoop up the goblins. And then, oh, we hit 2 goblins there too. We are tangoing with you.
I'm stronger. I'm smarter. I am better.
And I'm not going to pop the ability because it's going to hit the tower, and it wouldn't dash on the tower. It would just stay on the Royal Ghost. That would suck. All right, you know what we want to do? We want to go for Wall Breakers, so then the Royal Ghost doesn't hit them both. Because I split it up, it only hit one of them. And damn it, that sucks. I don't like that at all. My Dart Goblin died. How could you? All right, if I boss ban it here, and then I log, it cleans up all the Wall Breakers and the goblins, I think. Oh, I forgot I had Cannoneer. It doesn't fire that fast. That sucks. If I had Princess Tower, it would have worked. Oh no, this game is getting a lot closer now. That was painful, man. I'm not even gonna fib. I thought I had it in the bag. Okay, never mind. Boss Bandit's locked. So the thing is with Boss Bandit, when you get it on the tower, it's kind of like a leech. You don't want to remove it. You want it to suck as much as it possibly can from that tower. It's basically Dr. Vampire Dude. And Boss Bandit, when you click the ability and you spend elixir, sometimes you will be spending elixir so then your opponent has the elixir to then block it from dashing back on the tower. A little bit high risk, high reward with that dash, but it's not necessarily super worth, in my opinion. We're going to go in for Boss Bandit here, and then we're going to log with our Dart Goblin and clean up those goblins every single time. I bet you he goes goblins on top of this and logs. Yeah, he doesn't drop his goblins in the spot that we would like make the prediction log. Damn, this guy is fierce with it. Sometimes the boss bandit just like looks at stuff and it's like, I'm gonna dash in the tower. He's dropping the Royal Ghost and the Royal Ghost is just sweating there like, please, please, boss bandit. I know that you didn't get nerfed enough, but you don't have to do this to me right now. Oh, wait, we can activate King Tower. So we're gonna go and do that. We're gonna go for a Fire Spirit here. Hopefully that works. Oh my goodness. That was way better than I thought it would be. I did not expect for him to go for the no ball. Air ball. I'm sorry, man. When that happens for me as a drill player, I just like want to quit the game. I just don't want to play anymore. There's no way that hits. No, it would have hit the tower. Both wall breakers connect. Let's go Suspicious Blows to the other side. So then we can get more elixir out of him. And then we're going to Fire Spirit and then go in for a log. As soon as we get that, it should hit everything. And then we can also not activate King Tower again. That's kind of funny. Oh my goodness. Am I taking the right tower? That would be miraculous. I think we can. I think we can. I think we got it on lock. I'm going to go for a Dart Goblin here because I was just saving it for a rainy day, I guess. And, you know, there's so many rainy days in Seattle. I like cycling. I like cycling. So it's time to cycle on all sides. It's time to bombard this bro with everything we got. Oh, those wall breakers are connecting. Dude, the Dart Goblin, though. What is that Dart Goblin doing? Watches the poison takes down. There's nothing he can do. He just has to watch his tower expire to the poison. Holy hell, that is unbelievable. The amount of damage that Evolved Dart Goblin can do when your opponent doesn't have log or arrows in cycle means the Dart Goblin practically wins you the game as a win condition too. It is iconic, it is miraculous, and it is by far one of the most underrated cards in the game. Dart Goblin is horrible in decks that can't support it with spells, but when you can and your opponent doesn't have the spells in cycle, it undoubtedly is one of the best cards in the game, and its stinky, smelly farts will make your opponents pass out as they pass you over some medals. And as you can see, nothing but W's. I love this deck. Dart the like button, subscribe for more daily content, and have an amazing rest of your day.